What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel, where we cover everything gaming and Nintendo news. Today, we will be covering GameCube and its inclusion on the Switch. We all know what Switch Online is. I have not upgraded to the expansion pass because it simply isn't worth it for me right now. Well, if I want new DLC, I'll just buy new DLC. The N64 games are nice, but I own an N64 with a bunch of those games on it. So the only thing that would make me buy that expansion pass is if they included GameCube on there. So we're going to cover a new patent that Nintendo filed a couple days ago. With this new patent that comes to us from Joe Reggie on Twitter, it looks like we have patents for the UI elements that the Switch uses. So every time a new console has released on Nintendo Switch Online, they have released a special controller to go with it. So we got the NES one originally, then we got the SNES one when that came out, and now we have the N64 one. Can't get my hands on any of them because they sold out immediately. But that's fine, whatever, I'm not mad about it. But we have these patents for what look like the UI elements that show up when you pair the controller or are changing button layouts, and that's super exciting. It doesn't make a lot of sense, though, when you think about all these GameCube games that have been remastered recently. We've got Metroid Prime 1 remastered, we've got Pikmin 1 and 2, Thousand Year Door is getting remastered, and Super Mario Sunshine is in the 3D All-Stars collection, which can't get anymore, but you could at one point, and I'm sure if you go to your local Walmart, they've got a copy lying around somewhere. But yeah, it just doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to me why they would do that when they've got so many GameCube games coming. And this is completely all speculation, of course. These patents could mean completely nothing. They could just be Nintendo protecting their IP, which they really like to do. If this does result in GameCube coming to Nintendo Switch Online, that could be really, really beneficial to play a bunch of these games online, and we'd finally get Wind Waker and Twilight Princess finally on Switch that we've been waiting for forever. Now, I've heard a lot of people talking about these patents here, and they're talking about playing games like Mario Kart online with their friends. Mario Kart Double Dash would be so great. But one thing I haven't heard a lot of people talking about is one community in particular, the Melee community, because if they bring over GameCube games to NSO, they would be able to be played online, which I know was a big problem for the Melee community in the pandemic, because they basically developed a whole new way of playing Melee online called Slippy, which was better than Nintendo's netcode, which isn't really hard to beat, but basically the Nintendo Ninja struck that down real fast. This would be an official way to play online if that ever so happens to happen again, if we're ever in lockdown again. Now, do I hope this happens? Yes. Do I think it will happen? I think it will, but I think it's coming to that time where we're getting ready for a new console, and I think that it will launch the same day as the new console will be GameCube games on Switch Online, because I hope and pray that we will not have to start all over again with NSO, because that was rough. That was rough going from the Wii U Virtual Console to like 20 NES games at launch of the Switch. That was rough, and I do not want to go through that again, and I know it's coming. The Switch successor is on its way. I can feel it, so I don't want to go through that again. Maybe I'll make a video talking about my hopes for the Switch successor. Yeah, I think it will release with the new console, and maybe that means that the new console might not be backwards compatible, because if it's not backwards compatible, you can't play Pikmin 1 and 2 on it, or Metroid Prime remastered on it. So the only way to play them would be a slightly worse version on NSO. But that's just speculation, I don't know. but that would kind of make sense. But I hope the new console is backwards compatible, because I've spent so much money on this stupid console for the last 7 years, and I hope it is not for nothing. I also hope it doesn't just become the new DS. I hope they stick with the whole handheld portable thing, or handheld home console thing, because that has worked really well for them. Tell me what you think about these patents in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you will subscribe if you deem me worthy. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.